Hey everybody, it's Mr. Haskell and I'm back with more things that you should know by being alive. And today I want to talk about something that's probably a little more obscure, so maybe it just should be a thing you should know. And this is the Battle of Virden. This took place in 1898 in Virden, Illinois, which is located in Macoupin County in south central, southwestern Illinois. And I want to talk about the context of the Battle of Virden, the coal miners' strike, the battle, the outcomes, and then the overall legacy of the Battle of Virden. So let's kind of set the stage here a little bit. In the late 1800s, coal mining was dangerous, it was low paying, and companies had just a huge amount of power over the miners. And one particular union, the United Mine Workers of America, the UMWA, fought for things like better wages, safer working conditions, and an 8-hour workday. Illinois was a major coal state, and tensions in the state were rising over the conditions. So just about 20 miles south of Springfield is the town of Virden. And Virden became kind of a flashpoint in 1898 when the Chicago Virden Coal Company refused to pay union wages. And also, they refused to recognize the union. Instead, the coal company planned to break the strike with replacement workers. Now, in order to get the replacement workers there, they would be imported. And so the company recruited African American workers from Alabama. They promised them good wages, but they hid the fact that there was an ongoing strike. And so the workers were brought in on a train under armed guard in order to protect the plans of the coal company. Now, on October 12th of 1898, hundreds of union miners gathered at the rail tracks. The train with strikebreakers and armed guards approached. As a result, with the tensions at the time, we'll just say a shooting battle erupted with the guards firing from the train and the miners then returning fire. And in a span of about 10 minutes, 7 miners and 4 guards were killed. Dozens of people were injured. The train eventually turned around without unloading the strikebreakers. Now, what's the overall aftermath here? The Illinois National Guard was summoned by the governor, and it arrived in Virden to restore order. Eventually, the coal company agreed to union recognition and also to union wages, which marked an important victory for the UMWA. Now, an important part of the aftermath here as well is the role of Mother Jones, or Mary Harris Jones. Mother Jones was a fierce labor organizer during these strikes. And while she wasn't at Virden during the battle, she did help organize miners in the state of Illinois throughout 1897 and 1898. She did visit Virden after the battle in order to comfort the widows and the orphans of the miners. She did use Virden's story in speeches to highlight miners' struggles and workers' struggles in order to receive fair treatment. And Mother Jones helped keep the miners' fight alive and in the mind of the public. The coal company's use of black workers from the South to break the strike created, if you can only imagine, some racial tensions. Many of these workers were misled and they were unaware of the strike, which showed what steps companies would take, especially to use race to try and divide workers, especially to go to the lengths to prevent unions from organizing. So the legacy of the Battle of Virden, it became a symbol of the labor struggle in America. It demonstrated the workers' willingness to risk everything for dignity, fair pay, and safer working conditions. There is a monument in Virden that honors the miners who died at the battle. So, it seems like a small thing on the scale of American history, but why does it matter? What happened at Virden shows that labor rights were hard won through sacrifice, that workers, with leaders like Mother Jones, challenged unfair systems and working conditions, and the fight for dignity at work shaped modern labor rights as we know them now. The Battle of Virden was not just a fight for wages. It was a stand for workers' rights, supported by voices like Mother Jones and reminding us that justice often requires courage and unity. This is a special story to me. I come from a family of coal miners. My dad was a longtime member of the UMWA and actually was a coal miner at one of the mines outside of Virden, Crown 2 mine, run by Freeman Coal Company at the time. But if you happen to learn anything, if you picked anything up here, if you'd like, comment, follow, share, please. I'd appreciate it. And I'll make some more things that you should know. Because these stories of everyday people help shape the freedoms that we all share and hopefully appreciate today. Thanks for watching.